off we go. It's the Ryan Hartson Show on BWC Internet Radio. With Corey Bender today, I'm Ryan Hartson. No Tim again.
Yeah.
He claims that he has a cold and that his voice doesn't work.
He wanted another week off.
Now, I can deal with his voice not working, but, he didn't even want to come over here. He has the sniffles. Tim has the sniffles. Tim is sitting out because he has the sniffles. It's pathetic. Tim is a pathetic human being. He's pathetic. And I think we're going to have to stage a bloody coup. And,
a bloody coup?
A bloody coup.
All right.
A bloody coup d'etat. And upheaval him.
I mean, I already, kind of just messed up his nose, so.
Yeah, a bloody coup. A bloody coup d'etat, and get him out of power and place me as the CEO.
Yeah, because,
the company.
You never have anything busy, or you never complain, so.
Yeah, I just do shit. I get shit done. I am this company, okay? This crappy-ass company that,
we call BWC.
So, on the program today, obviously, the only story today is the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking, we're saving, just like we did after Game 5, we're going to be breaking down exclusively the NBA Finals and exclusively LeBron.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is a topic all to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we'll start. What do you think? What did you see with LeBron last night? And then we'll get into how he's reacting and all of that crap. So go ahead.
Well, of course, we saw him again. He actually scored in the fourth quarter for once in this series, about 7 points. I mean, I saw the really hot start early. He was getting stuff going. He wasn't being passive. He was shooting, going, okay, I'm going to, lead us to victory. But then he just faded away like he has all series, where he's passing the ball all the time. He doesn't look confident at all. He just doesn't want to shoot at all. And that's kind of, I've heard from Chris Broussard saying this, Dallas, I'll talk about this probably more in the X's and O's segment, but Dallas was always ready to shoot. Miami was always passive. They didn't want to look like, everyone was looking like, okay, maybe he'll shoot it, maybe you'll shoot it, and no one would take it, and no one was confident enough. And especially LeBron James throughout this whole entire series, except for Game 1. That's what I saw.
Yeah, and, listen, this stuff with LeBron, it was the same thing. He played all right, and then in the fourth quarter, he just froze.
Dwindled.
He just didn't want to do it anymore. I think it's mental toughness.
Yeah.
I think it's just the moment is just far too big for him. He just can't handle it, and I think it just comes down to just the moment being too big. It's that simple. It's afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Is something because he played essentially hot potato last night.
Yeah.
They would get him the pass, almost looking like an assist, and he would get rid of it right away. He was playing hot potato.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's that afraid to fail thing where essentially he was afraid to take the big shot, and so he didn't take the big shot. And the thought is, would we be criticizing him the same way if he took the shots and missed, as opposed to not taking the shots at all? Because we would criticize him for missing the shots, like, all right, he had a bad night, this wasn't his series, but not taking the shots, he will be killed much more.
He already is. Yeah.
I mean, he has been destroyed today as we're sitting here pretty much with an entire day of sports talk behind us.
Yeah.
Just people have killed him. And it's unfortunate.
It's more of him not doing good as the Mavericks, actually taking advantage of the situation. So. And
he's been destroyed because he shrunk. In fourth quarters, he shrunk. He's scored all of, I believe, 15 points now. Yeah. In fourth quarters, he's really, really been bad.
Yeah.
And it's not acceptable. Mm-hmm. It's not acceptable for a superstar in the biggest game. Really, you could argue the biggest game in the history of the Miami Heat was last night, with this great big three and everything culminating with, can you respond and get these 2 wins at home to win this NBA title, make the big three seem justified. I think it's been justified already.
Yeah.
But to make it seem justified and to finally shut some of these people up that have been criticizing the Heat this year for no reason, really.
Yeah.
And he just flat out didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that he choked. He didn't even want to put in the effort to have the opportunity to choke.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, he's a step behind that. And it's a lack of mental toughness. It's not a lack of trying, it's a lack of having the ability to even want to try.
Yeah.
He's just, I mean, he's completely been destroyed. And people are saying maybe it's this deep psychological thing. I don't know if it's like deep, like intensely deep. Like, I don't think you need Sigmund Freud. I think it's very simple. It's a simple concept. Afraid to fail.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to take the big shot, and when he has the ball in his hand, there's that what's called a fight or flight concept. Fight, in basketball terms at least, would be taking the shot, and he decided to fly.
Yeah.
He passed the ball, and not wanting to take the big shot is definitely worse than taking the shot and missing. And if he makes the shot, he's the superhero we all thought he was. So it's an entire mess. And then the reaction, people have been pounding LeBron, destroying LeBron, talking about how he's overrated. All of a sudden he's, not that great of a player. I've never seen it where a guy that, to me, seems so likable and so
Just crushed.
And is a great player and does everything you want a superstar to do.
Except for this series.
For this series. But even before that, to do everything you want and then to get pounded for it.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was, the last segment we talked about, it might be racism, the LeBron hate
Maybe.
game, that you don't want to see a black guy
Succeed?
Yeah. We don't want to see this black guy, big, powerful black guy, make decisions for himself. And that might be why some of the hate is there.
I don't know. Maybe.
And it's remarkable. And, sometimes you think he doesn't help it with his comments when he said, I'm still making a bunch of money and I'm still successful and you're still not. And, this might make you feel better right now, but it's not down the stretch.
Yeah.
And, was it probably the wrong thing to say?
I guess.
But it was great.
I love that.
And, it's like, is he wrong?
No, he's really not. I mean,
no.
Because, like he said before, they're going to go back to their own personal problems the next day. I mean, why are they going to be so happy about me failing? It's basically going, you have all these problems probably in your life, but yet you still use me to make yourself happy. Like, I don't get that.
I brought this up when everybody was pounding Jay Cutler when he lost in the NFC Championship game. And I was like, Jay Cutler is the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears, is dating and is now marrying this supermodel, or is it a supermodel?
I think so.
Or whatever, and like she's hot as can be. He's making a ton of money. He is a successful young man in this country.
Yeah, everyone pounds him.
And he has one bad game and you kill him. Like, who looks petty? You look petty.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Jay Cutler won in the game of life. LeBron James won in the game of life. Maybe not in the game of basketball, but in the game of life.
Not yet.
$60 million mansion, all the talent you could ask for. He has 2 awesome kids.
Yeah.
He's got great people around him. He is a successful human being at 26 years old.
It's all jealousy.
Yeah, I think it is. It's jealousy and it's racism.
Yeah.
That's the LeBron hate. And was it probably the wrong thing to say? Yeah, because fans don't want to hear it. Fans don't want to hear it. No, well, I mean, like, it doesn't matter about all that stuff. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It matters that he makes more money than you do, and it matters that he is just better than you in every single way, and you want to criticize him because you need to feel better about yourself.
Yeah, and especially for Cleveland, too. I mean, do you hear the stuff about the Mavaliers? I mean, come on now. The people in Cleveland have made T-shirts that have, like, the Mavs and then, like, have Cavaliers at the end. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, but I've heard the excuse on ESPN, it's been 47 years since they won a championship. Give them some slack. I'm not going to give them slack. Look what they did after the decision. They went crazy. I mean, they're burning his jersey. They're going riots in the street. I use this in my slam poem for English over this year. I was talking about people. How is this good to show children? I mean, really, to overreact about a sports figure. You're not. I mean, this could be some kids' parents out there going crazy about LeBron James. What's that going to show to their kids? I mean, it's just a lack of moral sense.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But Cleveland, like, them celebrating their championship, I want to put this in context you can understand. What was your reaction when the Saints beat Favre in the NFC Championship game? You probably did the same thing Cleveland did.
Nah, I was pissed for a while, but I'm like, you know what? The Saints are gonna probably go on.
You were a Vikings fan too.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah, see, I celebrated it. I celebrated when Favre lost. I was petty, I was small, I was stupid. Cleveland fans are going to do this because they need to feel better about themselves.
Which is ridiculous, but
so
in a way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what the conservatives did. You know, Fox News put a bubble around all the conservatives so they can say all the crazy and stupid things. Just nobody who actually knows what they're doing understands them. It's just all the stupid teabaggers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a bubble around Cleveland. And if you're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you hate LeBron James, because he left you, and you feel devastated, I'm going to put a bubble around you. Nobody else is allowed in. If you want to go out, that's fine. But you can be irrational, stupid, crazy. You can burn his jersey because he was your guy and he left.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. I'll let you do that. Are you being petty? You're being petty, you're being small, you're being stupid, you're being ignorant, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
And you're overreacting way too much, and you probably should stop. But if you want to do that, you know, that was your guy for 7 years, and then he left. Whatever. I don't care. Everybody else doesn't get a pass. If you're freaking out and you are a hater of LeBron James outside of Cleveland, Ohio.
Since Chicago Bulls fans.
There's no reason. There's no excuse. It's petty. It's stupid. And I'm going to pound you. The people that aren't in Cleveland and hate LeBron for no reason do not get a pass. And I think LeBron, I think we need to lay off. I think we need to lay off. I think more than anything else, the media and mainstream America pounding on LeBron is what affected his psyche, and is why the proverbial light switch turned off in this series, and why he didn't play well. The pressure was too much, and he cracked. I mean, you watch that. It's a cracked player that was playing last night and was choking in the fourth quarter. It's mainstream America's pressure, the Twitter and the social networking and the Sports Center. Michael didn't have to deal with idiots on Twitter.
No.
Magic didn't have to deal with it. Wilt didn't have to deal with
Larry
it.
Bird.
Larry Bird. None of the all-time greats ever had to deal with the insurmountable pressure
That's
of LeBron
mainly
James.
due to the internet now these days, like you said.
Everybody, especially when everybody hates you.
Yeah.
If everybody loves you, the internet will probably boost you up, and it might cause you to even be better.
Yeah.
But with everybody killing you, anybody, any human being would fold under that pressure.
Yeah.
If everybody hated Michael Jordan and there was Twitter in the 90s, he would have folded. They would have only want to win 2 or 3 titles. I don't care how mentally tough you are. Eventually, you will crack.
Because it's everywhere. Not just in Twitter or on the internet. It's on newspapers. It's everywhere.
So LeBron needs to do 2 things. And this is from a guy that likes LeBron.
Yeah.
Number 1, he needs to grow a pair. And he needs to stop being a bitch. Because he really does have that bitchy, immature thing going on with him. And I've seen it for like 3 years now. I hate it. He's 26 years old. It's time to be a grown-up. You make more money than God. You need to stop being, you need to stop being immature.
Yeah.
He has had a maturity problem from stage 1, and he needs to stop. And this is from a guy that likes LeBron. Keep in mind. Number 2, he needs to shut off the TV. And he needs to shut down his computer.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the best at this. Aaron Rodgers has a Twitter account. He does not tweet while the NFL season is going on.
He only tweets in the offseason.
Does not tweet when and it's perfect. Keep Twitter off. Yeah. Keep SportsCenter and NFL Network off. Keep NBA TV off. Keep the media out of your life. Watch HBO.
Go practice.
Right. Go shoot around. Go play with your kids. Go drive around the block.
Chill with Dwayne Wade. Do whatever.
Do something. Don't have sports media on. I think that's how you avoid the hate.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people can use it as motivation, I guess, once in a while.
They can.
But
he can't take it. No. So he just has to avoid it. If you avoid the media scrutiny, and the only time you deal with the media is when reporters are asking you questions, that's how you deal with this. You deal with it by getting rid of it.
Yeah.
No Twitter during the season. Don't watch TV. Or if you're going to watch TV, watch Seinfeld reruns or something. Like, don't watch ESPN. Like when Dwayne Wade said, we watch SportsCenter. We know what's going on. Why? You don't need to. If you're not paying attention to the media cannot affect you.
Yeah.
And that's what LeBron needs to do. LeBron needs to get off the proverbial media titty. Because he's sucking the media titty like the rest of us are. And he needs to stop because he cracked.
Yeah.
And the hate is unwarranted, but at the same time, he did crack, and it's mind-boggling.
He's got to handle it better.
It's mind-boggling that someone that good can play that bad in the biggest game of your life.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. We're going to switch over to the Mavericks now.
Yeah.
And we'll talk Mavs. How did they win the title? A lot more X's and O's in this bid.
Keep off LeBron James as much as we can.
No LeBron. I don't want his name
mentioned.
Right, this is the rule. No the words LeBron and James.
All right.
Or number 6 can be described.
Except for Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler does wear number 6, but we're not going to mention his number, okay? No, the words LeBron James can't come out of our mouths the next segment. We'll see if we can do it next. It's BWC, Internet Radio.